Hi, Vill. We're here after tonight's game at Grimsby Borough. What are your thoughts on tonight's performance?
Disappointed, obviously, with the performance, but I thought it's frustrated because we didn't really get off the bus to start the game. Although I thought we started okay, but in terms of the standards that we've set in previous weeks, I don't think we were good enough. Despite the fact that we went 1-0 up, as we eased into the game, they had probably most of the possession without really hurting us. They obviously hit the bar, but so did we, and we had obviously lots of clear-cut chances in the first half, and rightly so. We go 1-0 up on chances, maybe not so much the possession side of things, because we didn't really sort of control the ball as well as we should have. But at 1-0, when we go 1-0 up, you kind of go, right, okay, usual story. Can we do the basics? Well, we didn't. We didn't, and it was sort of a result of sort of not being plugged in up front, where we lose the ball and then we're out of shape, and they come through the middle of us, and at the minute everything that goes on target against us is going in the back of the net, and it's 1-1, which is again disappointing. And then you come out, obviously, it's 1-1 at half time, you're away from home, okay, you kind of go, look, let's set the reset button. And then the difference really was 2 bits of quality from them, from their left back, who was their probably sort of best player overall, and their most dangerous player, which is, it's a, 9 worked hard, he was industrious, but certainly their left back was their danger man, and tried to get the ball out to him as much as possible. And he scored two brilliant goals. The first one, obviously, whether he meant it or not is irrelevant. He went in the back of the net and it looks like a good finish. The second one he certainly meant. And it's 3-1, and you kind of go, right, okay, what's our character like? And again, Crookie has been absolutely brilliant. Gets down the right hand side, cuts in, and makes it sort of 3-2, and you kind of go with 20 minutes to go. But we just didn't have that quality. We didn't have the quality. We made the substitutions, and in the end, they didn't make enough of a difference. Yes, we huffed and puffed, and yes, and we had more than enough chances to certainly equalise and maybe even get our noses in front. But the difficult thing for us at the minute is we're too easy to score against, and that's a problem I've got to solve. So yeah, disappointing with a 3-2. I think a point would have been a fair result, but it's irrelevant. It's not. Football's not fair. In hindsight, you always get what you deserve in certain games, and I think, on reflection, we didn't do enough from the start of the game. Didn't want it enough. I think the difference really was our work rate levels, and our desire levels, and our attitude levels weren't there today. And I think we found an excuse, with the bus and the traffic and all the rest of it. We found an excuse today, and that's what the disappointing thing. But got to rub ourselves down and brush ourselves down, and go against Saturday.
Yeah, like you say, obviously not the best result this evening, but we move forward to Grantham Town on Saturday afternoon. What are your thoughts on that game coming forward, and how are you going to prepare for that?
Yeah, I mean, we've got to, as I say, brush ourselves down. We've got to forget tonight. There's nothing we can do about tonight. I've got obviously a few decisions to make and think about. I've got to look to solve this sort of leakage issue at the minute, which in regards to goals, because that's the first thing. If we're not strong enough defensively, then irrespective of how many goals you score, you're not going to win football matches, and that's the problem at the minute. Defensively, we're not sound. So that's the first thing, because if Grantham obviously will be a good experienced side. They've recruited well, although they were down there sort of last season and in amongst it last season in terms of relegation battle. That's irrelevant to this season, and if we're not at it, it'll be a difficult afternoon for us.
Perfect, Will. Thanks for that. Appreciate it, mate.
Cheers.